heavyweight in the country right off the bat. First college match. There's nothing better that you can ask for those two debuts.
As you said, I think a lot of people are tuning in because everybody wants to see Dayton Fix. Everybody's talked about him. There's been, and rightfully so. The kid's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And we didn't get the opportunity to watch him wrestle Seth Gross last night. It sounds like Seth Gross is kind of dealing with some injury concerns, so they held him out. And so this is the first big test for Dayton Fix. It's somebody that I don't think you're going to be called crazy if you said Dayton Fix is going to win a national title this year. Nobody's going to say that's not possible.
We were talking about it before. I think people are looking at him like Spencer Lee this year.
Yep.
Who cares where he's ranked right now? At the end of the year, you got to be thinking this guy might be in the national finals. It's going to be, and he's pacing right in front of us right now, and I'm intimidated.
Yeah.
And I'm a lot bigger than he is, but I'm still intimidated.
He's got a number 9 ranking, but don't listen to that. All right, here we go. 125 pounds. Nick Piccanini for Oklahoma State. Sean Russell wrestling for Minnesota. Number 4 versus number 5 here. Nick Piccanini's the number 4 ranked wrestler. He's trying to climb up. No, we talked about this a lot last year.
Working past that elbow.
You got to control. The way that college wrestling's getting called right now, you cannot go off the mat. You can't back straight off the mat. And Sean did a good job circling back to the center there.
I like that we're in year 2 of you have to make a call, and I feel like the referees have done a much better job of getting it
right.
All right, hey, we're calling something, and we know exactly where you guys are going and what you're doing on the edge of the mat, and if you back off, here, see what they.
Yep.
Continuous action. There it is.
Continuous action. So that one's not going to call. But yeah, I think that wrestlers have adjusted as well. They know, hey, I have to make adjustments to my style because what I was doing before is now going to get me in trouble. A little slide by attempt there by
nice.
Sean Russell is not going to get him anything, but it's a good movement early.
Yeah. Taking a couple swats.
Yeah. Nice.
That was nice.
Equal single there by Piccanini, but he misses the leg a little bit, but that's some good movement.
Russell just kind of stepped out of it, but man, that was he had a direct line to that leg.
It's twice now that Piccanini's been trying to work to get to that front head position. This is the home debut for Sean Russell, a transfer. First stall warning now on Russell. It's first one comes early, but he's right. Sean hasn't done a lot yet.
Right.
So he's going to be a little more active.
Piccanini's fired off a few shots. Russell's definitely, backing out a little bit here. He might get hit.
He might, yeah.
There it is.
Called again.
Wow.
Yeah,
that was quick.
Out. Yep.
A little quicker than I expected.
I think crowd doesn't appreciate it.
Yeah, referee might have backed himself into a corner a little bit there. Calls it while they're, in action, and then on the back out, it was an obvious. I mean, he had to call it there, but hey,
by the rule,
I like it.
There
nice
it is.
Shot
there
got him going.
Russell.
There it is. Now he got here in the last time these guys wrestled a few different times and couldn't finish. Let's see if he can get it done.
Nick Piccanini is doing such a good job of keeping him away from him, pushing off of that head, pushing off the body,
and he's got that
keeping
long
that distance.
Yep. He's got that long 25 body. He can
comes
fight
from
here.
The mold.
Man,
they just duplicate him down in Stillwater, whether it's Coleman Scott or it's.
I don't like that call.
We're gonna go out of bounds there.
Yeah. Isn't it a cylinder? It's a cylinder, right? It's not a line.
They call it a cylinder. It's not a sphere. Good hard snap there, but Sean's got every step so far has kind of been back.
Yep.
And he's got to change the way that he's advancing right now.
He tried that slide by earlier. Let's see if he, with Piccanini going forward like he is, let's see if he tries it again.
Credit to Piccanini. He's done a good job. That was a great first period by him, keeping pressure forward.
For sure.
Looks like Oklahoma State's got the odds, so they're going to have the choice here.
Russell's got to be feeling a little frustrated now. That's the third time in 2 matches. The last time these guys wrestled, he got to that leg like he did twice in the previous match and once here, where he hasn't been able to finish on Piccanini. It's got to be getting in his head a little bit.
Looks like everybody's kind of working out the kinks as the scores tables.
It's a new season.
Yeah. They weren't in here training all off season, running clock.
I mean, they probably should have been, but
just practicing putting points on the board.
Exactly.
We're going to go out of the cylinder here and come back to the center. Piccaninny still down. As I said, Sean Russell making his Minnesota home debut. He transferred in from Edinburgh last year. He's got 1 year of eligibility left.
Goph's got to be excited to pick up a guy like that.
So I don't think Agam knew what color they were there. He was really clapping for that caution, but it was on Minnesota. So now last time Sean gave up a riding time point, so he does need to, if he can ride for as long as possible here. Now the ref is counting again. He's got to climb up.
He's down on that leg. There he goes.
So really good job by Piccaninny of continuing to work, but what I like there is Russell, he made him work super hard for that 1 point.
Definitely.
Now a good hard pull here, kind of bring him back down to his knees would really kind of go a long ways, I think.
I like Piccaninny right out and then right in on a shot. Went for it right away, trying to catch Russell sleeping, but Russell was ready for it. Got his hips down, stretched him out.
Right now he's got his back to the center. He's got to circle back into the center. And that's really kind of, when you look at what Nick's doing right now, he's controlling the center. He's always keeping his back to the center of the mat.
That's a nice shot. Let's see if he can finish this time. He's in deep again.
Piccaninny does a good job kicking out of that.
He's getting there. He's getting there. Crowd's calling for the stall call. Home field advantage a little bit here. Trying to get on the ref. Hey, we fired off, Minnesota's fired off 3 shots now and still no call, but Piccaninny doing a good job staying right in the middle. Crowd really getting on him now, if you guys can hear that.
There's a good shot. I don't know that it is stalling yet. I don't think so. I think Nick's been doing a good job. We just talked about he got an escape and fired in on the leg right away. Now, again, controlling the mat. Russell's got a circle here. Time's winding down now in the second period.
Russell doing a good job with his fakes. I think he's, even though he's not necessarily the aggressor, or at least it doesn't look like it, he's still doing a good job faking, keeping Piccaninny off balance.
So it's Minnesota's choice, and they're going to have him take down. He did get rolled out last time. Sean Russell has 28 seconds of riding time right now. Obviously, that's going to start working its way down as soon as the ref blows a whistle here in this third period. Nick Piccaninny leads 2-0.
In terms of game script, this is exactly the way it went last time. The difference was last time it was a penalty point, not a stalling point. And we'll see if Russell can get away. Anybody's match if he can get away.
He's working on a cross wrist tilt here. Going to a claw right now. You see a lot of that, and I think a lot of that probably comes from both Chris Perry and Alex Daringer are really good at that. Chris Perry, especially claw ride and that side headlock. He was phenomenal at that position. He's on staff now with the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
So far, Piccaninny doing a good job, just controlling his hips. Broke him down almost flat a couple times.
Russell up to his feet again. He's trying to work on getting free.
Hands
are still locked, though. Hands are still locked. So right now the ref's counting. So Piccaninny's technically supposed to work up right now. There's a stall warning on him. I think he probably should break the action. Yeah. So there's a warning for stalling. The riding time's up to 15 seconds now in favor of Oklahoma State. Minute 14 to go in this third period. Right away, Piccaninny's up high on the chest, kind of putting weight on Russell's hands. Russell's able to get to his feet.
Turn back in.
We're going to go off again. 27 seconds of riding time now. Minute 2 left in the third period.
Zach Esposito over there really stressing a mat return. So let's see if Russell gets up, if Piccaninny gets around the hips and just goes for an all-effort mat return.
He doesn't. I mean, I don't think either wrestler's showing any real signs of fatigue quite yet. I mean,
No.
they both look like they're still
No, they
wrestling
both look
pretty
fresh.
hard.
They're both wrestling hard, even though not a lot's happening. There've been
Paganini's got a cross wrist tilt right now.
Close.
And he's gonna
one
get
count,
nothing.
couple one counts.
Russell's got to stay out of that crab ride, and every time that he
45
goes to a
seconds.
sit, he's going to get pulled in
He's
that
got
crab
15 to get out. 15 to get out.
ride. They go out of bounds again. The Gopher fans are. I'm hearing a lot of stalling calls, but Sean Russell was just on his back a little bit ago. So.
Yeah, no, I think Piccinini's getting after it.
For sure.
He's doing a good job holding him down, looking busy. But Russell's doing the same thing. I mean, this is just a well-contested match.
And a second caution now on Sean Russell. You do get 2 free ones. Next one will cost you.
Don't want that third one.
Nope. That would be that penalty point you were talking about.
It's no good.
So riding time's at 51 seconds right now. And Sean, he's up to his feet. He's got to get away soon. He's going to get brought back down. Again, Nick Paganini going back to that claw ride, that tight waist claw, and it's just, man, if you've never been there, it's a frustrating position because that tight waist claw is really, really hard to get out of.
And he's good at it, and he's long. Looks like he's got a few inches on Russell. Not much, but I mean, that's makes a difference when you get down there. Got a little extra length to pull somebody into your lap and control them there.
23 seconds left, and riding time's now getting close to being assured. Great mat return there by Paganini, and again, we're going to go out of the bounds. Minute 15, so riding times is assured now, so it is essentially a 3-0 lead for Piccinini. Again, that tight waist near side claw is just so hard, and he's doing such a good job with that forward pressure. He just keeps climbing up.
Smart, tough, different singlet for Russell, but same match.
Same result. Yep. So Nick Piccinini's going to win this one 3-0, give Oklahoma State Cowboys 3 team points, and that's the first of a toss-up matchup that's going to go Oklahoma State's way.
Yep.
And that brings us to 133 pounds, one that we circled and we kind of talked a little bit about it as we came on the air here tonight.
If you're a wrestling fan and you're not excited for this match, you don't have a pulse.
I'm excited to see it. I liked Dayton Fix does that little forward roll and then a huge leap into the air as he enters the mat. And we're going to see a lot of that. And I think right now it's cool, but in 4 years I might be sick of it.
I'm just riveted to see, well, Lezak's obviously going to get on top at some point. I want to see what happens then.
Yep.
I think we'll both agree off the bat Fix is going to be superior on his feet.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens here.
Dayton, I think, definitely probably has the advantage right now on his feet where they're at. But
we'll see.
Lezak's one of the best top wrestlers in the country at any weight, so
and
he can neutralize a lot of matches with that ability.
Funkadelic too.
He's hard to finish on. He's very good in a lot of positions. Dayton with some good heavy pulls early, and there's a little slide by that was pretty slick.
Oh, but here's the funk. Here's the funk. He's got the inside.
Dayton's able to finish it for the first takedown of the match. He leads 2-0. Lezak up to his feet right away, and Fix is just going to cut him loose. Ethan trying to get to a 2-on-1 there, and Fix just kind of presses it off. Good fake out of Ethan. So Minnesota will have their choice in the second. I got to assume you'll take top right away in the second period. I don't think you defer and wait till the third. I think you'll probably see him go up right away.
When he's fresh, when he's feeling good, big and strong. He does. He fills out that 33.
He grew into the weight for sure.
Yep. Oh,
nice
boy.
Shot there out of Ethan Lezak. He's in
very
deep on this leg. Fix draped over the top. He's in a good position. He's got that wrist, but now Ethan works the wrist free. Now Dayton's going to try and scramble with him.
Scrambled eggs. Who's got who?
The cross wrist is going to work for Ethan if he can keep that cross ankle. But now Dayton's got an ankle. Head high here is going to win this position more often than not.
This is awesome scrambling. Look at these guys.
They both got near side ankle.
Look at these guys go. Oh.
Ethan back in, trying to get back into a high seat.
Fix got his arm in there.
Now Nick McNeese trying to elbow or shoulder pass. These guys are really mixing it up right now. And Fix is looking like he's going to come out on top in this position.
Did you think he was going to come out on top? Certainly still looks like it.
Underneath.
However, we are still scrambling. What a fun scramble.
Absolutely.
Look at these guys go.
John Smith wants it.
He's got to be pretty close. He's
got
to be pretty close to calling it.
He's going to go stalemate in this position, and John is irate.
He's coming to the scorer's table. John Smith does not like it. Referee's offering him the brick. Hey, go get the brick, John.
They want a challenge. Espo's trying to signal that they're trying to challenge. They don't have a brick.
There were bricks up there earlier. I saw them. Eggum's trying to point out the brick. We got a warning.
Warning on the Oklahoma State staff, and I think that Esposito's just trying to plead his case. Like, I just want something to throw to signify that I want to challenge the call.
Looks like a fair amount of miscommunication going on right now.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm telling you, these guys weren't in the gym practicing all off season. John, a little more calm, cool, and collected typically. But I don't. They want to challenge the call, and they're not being allowed to, I guess. I'm not sure what's going on here. So after that lengthy scramble, we're back on our feet with 33 seconds to go in this first period. It's a 2-1 lead right now for Dayton Fix. I think, going into this match, if you said, hey, we get out of this first period, it scores 2-1, as a Minnesota perspective, I think that most people would probably take that.
I'm not over that scramble yet.
No, that was awesome.
That was amazing.
We're really mixing it up.
There was at least 3 different times for each wrestler where I was, okay, he's going to finish this. Ethan's going to finish this. Dayton's going to finish this.
So Dayton tried that little slide by again. Ethan's got to be really cautious of how that right hand, how heavy he has that on his head, because typical Dayton Fix. I'm sure he's rolled with Cade Brock a lot. And Cade was phenomenal with that little slide by. And we're going to see him next match, but Ethan defers right away.
Contrary. What's he going to do?
They're going to go neutral. I think that's no surprise to anybody.
Hey, that's smart.
So. Right away, first
step
forward right now is for Dayton Fix. He's putting the pressure on Ethan Lezak. Lezak's trying to climb up into a 2-on-1 position. Again, there's that heavy right hand. He's got to be cautious there.
Now, for Minnesota, the hope would be getting through this period within a 4-point, within 4 points.
You could say it.
Oh
boy! I'd rather throw you than know you. Little bit of an inside trip attempt, upper body by Fix, and just wasn't quite able to get his hips into it.
I think Lezak did a good job keeping his hips out.
Yeah,
felt the inside.
He's got a circle right now.
He
can't just.
He's firing back in,
and you see him kind of go down to his knees here, and in a way to try to maybe not get called for stalling. But I mean, he got to the edge and then is now going off.
Continuous action.
It's.
Maybe that's the play.
That's a close one.
Maybe that's the play on the edge, though. If you're back into the edge, go down.
The refs were told that to watch that like that. You can't use that as a way to get out of it. To just drop to your knees as soon as you get to the edge of the mat. We're now at 55 seconds left in this period, and every step so far for Dayton Fix in the second period has been forward. And there's the stall call. And again, we talked about it. That's kind of fair.
Hey,
this is a position right now that Russell was in because he got called as he was going to the edge, and now he went off, and he's going to call that one continuous action. Right? I don't know how much that's different from the 25-pound match.
Yep.
He called him for stalling during an action, and then they ended up right next to the edge. And
I think maybe because Fix was in on a bit of a shot. So you could get away with calling that continuous action, but. If he backs off, I think one more time, they're going to have to hit him again. Fix with a great shot.
Movement there by Dayton Fix.
Wow.
He was just in and out and all over Ethan Lezak's legs. And so he's got a 4-1 lead now, and it looks like he's going to be content to probably ride out this period. Ethan looks like he's just resting right now for his opportunity to take top.
Again, 3 points. I mean, you're looking at one turn. If Fix isn't able to get away right away, one turn, you got to assume that Lezak's going to take top right now.
I'm kind of surprised the ref even asked.
Yep.
All right. Well, we're going to find out how good Dayton Fix is.
Here comes the pack. Here comes the backpack.
Dayton Fix is extremely explosive. Ethan trying to work that leg in, bump him forward. He's putting a lot of weight and
Fix
pressure
just got
forward
that,
right now.
that super strong base.
Yeah, he's low to the ground, but he is strong right now. And he's keeping his left or his right elbow inside. That near side elbow's got to stay in. And now Ethan's trying to slip the leg in on the far side.
Fix tried hard not to let him in on that near side, but now Ethan's in and he's
riding times now is over to Ethan's side as it starts to count up. Ethan's going to need more than just riding time, though. And you look at here, if you can see this right now in the bottom position, Dayton Fix is trying to pummel those legs out, but
and here it is.
Ethan's got him in trouble right now. So far, he just has 1-1 count. There's only
Fix
a 1
doing
count
a good
right
job
now.
keeping
Fix
his hips down.
His way out of this, and he's going to get a reversal now. And you know what? I think Ethan might be a little tired. It looks like
he looked a little tired, I think, after he didn't get the second count, and Fix did a great job of just keeping his hips low, not letting Lezak get him into his lap.
His hips low, and he held like kind of that crunch position so that his head was curled forward really well there.
And now it does look like Lezak's.
Yeah, Dayton's putting it on him pretty good right now. Riding time starting to count back up. That's not going to be a factor in this one. As neither guy has an opportunity to get a riding time point. It's 6-1 right now. Dayton Fix leads Ethan Lezak. Quite a showing for a freshman.
Impressive. You and I talked about it before. I mean,
kid goes really hard.
This is one of those guys. I mean, he could have a Kyle Dake, David Taylor-esque career. You know, it's going to be fun to watch. You know, a couple guys.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that there's certainly some good 33-pounders in the country. It's a deep weight, and you know, Seth Cross is a phenomenal wrestler, but Dayton Fix proved he can hang with anybody right there.
Just handled his business.
Yes, he did. Great job by Dayton Fix. A 6-1 win there for the Oklahoma State Cowboy. They now lead in the duel 6-0. We move up to 141 pounds, where we're going to have a match that's been wrestled a few times before.
Mm-hmm.
Mitch McKee, Cade Brock, these two have probably wrestled each other in their, in the last, call it 4 or 5 years. I bet they've wrestled 10 times.
Yeah. Between freestyle and folk style, high school.
So far in college, right now, Cade Brock has the advantage 4-0 in college, and Mitch McKee typically wins the freestyle matches.
Yep.
Cade Brock wins the folk style matches. Mitch wins the freestyle matches more often than not.
Yep.
So, we're going to see if the move up in weight is a benefactor for either of these guys. I think both guys were cutting quite a bit last year. So, these matches are always super exciting when they were cutting weight. Now, theoretically, they're going to be more energetic.
More hips.
Yes.
Is
hips.
what we're driving at here. I was a little upset when I heard McKee was going up because I was like, we're going to miss out on this match. Well, we're not missing out on it because
we just get a fuller version of each of the guys.
And, I mean, there's one thing you can pretty much guarantee in this match. It's going to be hips.
So that's a freestyle move.
Yep.
And right now in a freestyle match,
2-0.
Up 2-0. But
let's go again.
This is not a freestyle match. I don't think anybody did people tell Mitch that? Is he? So Mitch trying to work his way around it.
Wow. There's some hips. There's some hips.
There's the first takedown for Mitch McKee. And
whoa.
He's got near fall right now. And that is
that looked like, I think the ref missed that, right?
Yeah.
Because that
it could have been close.
Easily.
It might have been a 1 count, but there was a 0 count there, and I think that's a tough one. But Mitch still has a seatbelt right now.
This is awesome.
There's the ones awarded for Cade Brock. Now, Cade is phenomenal at those slide-bys that we've seen both Piccanini and Fix do so far for Oklahoma State. And as good as they are, Cade Brock is one of the best in the country in a slide-by. So Mitch has got to be very, very cautious when his hands go to the head what he's doing.
So he wants. But he's going to want to stay right here. This is where McKee is
left-hand
really
underhooks is where Mitch
just
needs
power.
to win this match if he's going to win this match.
I mean, look at that.
Step over.
Did you see this? This is unbelievable.
I would like to describe what happens, but I think
I don't know. I've never seen.
Let's just let him. You guys are watching it. You can tell. You can tell for yourself. It's just let's sit back and enjoy.
Somebody step in, please.
Yes. Mitch is trying to block out that hip. He's got double unders. Cade's double overs. You saw this position a little bit at the NCAAs in the quarters last year with Cade when he was wrestling Tariq Wilson. Apparently he did not get any he has no bad memories of that position.
No.
He's not afraid to get back in there.
I'm a little surprised that somebody's not getting chucked in that position.
Yeah. Good hard
Oh, my
snap there by
gosh.
Mitch
That
McKee, and then
is-
right back into it's Cade Brock in on the leg, and he's trying to finish this. He's got the ankle hooked.
Wow.
Somehow Mitch
How
is
is
trying to
this?
sit the corner, and I don't know how he's doing this.
This is a much better match at 41,
Full
I
feet.
think. than
Let's send him up to
33.
49 next year, and let's do it all
Seriously.
over again.
Just these guys have to match up no way in. Just let it go.
I'm going to say Cade went against the joint there. Stop that one for potentially dangerous. We got 50 seconds left in the first. Mitch McKee still leads in this one, 2-1. Cade's got to use motion a little bit more. And there's, right now Mitch's got to be cautious because that hand is on the head.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to be a heavy pull. He's got to have control there. Because if he's pushing with the hand on the head, he's going to get hit with a slide by. Good snap there by Mitch. And again,
Wow.
that fireman's by Cade Brock. And
That was deep.
Mitch is trying to roll under the leg, trying to pass it.
But
So flexible.
this is just fun to watch. You drill these positions, in practice, and it's like, well, sometimes I'll get to these.
Mitch's
These
gotta get his
guys,
head up.
It's like every single transaction
If he
between
can
these
get
guys.
his head back up and turn into the body. 4 seconds left. It's going to be a stalemate's called, but man, these guys they've been really putting it on the line so far. Been in some awesome scrambles.
Crowd appreciates it.
3 seconds left. We're going to close out this first period. Be Oklahoma State's choice as we start the second. They want to go down right away.
What a first period.
Yep.
That was fun to watch. No stalling in this match.
No, I don't think we're going to see it. Cade gets set on bottom. Michigan come on top. Riding time starts working its way up a little higher right now. That's the other thing. Cade Brock's really good on top. So Mitch, if he needs to get that riding time up into a position where he's comfortable taking bottom in the third.
A little dangerous.
He's trying to leg scissors him.
Yeah.
He's still technically riding. Riding time's up to 55, and now the reversal for Cade Brock, so riding time's going to start coming back down right now. It's a 3-2 lead now for Cade Brock. Mitch's got to work up to his feet.
He had like a leg scissor headlock.
Yeah. A little stall warning now on Cade Brock in the top position for holding that leg. He's had Mitch's ankle pinned to his back. Minute 8 left now, fresh start. What do you think about the dimmed lights in here?
I like it. Better atmosphere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost a little bit of a spotlight effect.
Well, they had the yellow and reds and all that other stuff going earlier.
It was a color explosion before the duel. Cade going with that tight waist right now, tight waist claw. He's going to keep pulling Mitch back too. Depending on how the rest of this period goes, I wouldn't be surprised to see Minnesota go neutral in the third. Minnesota fans are looking for stalling call here.
I think if he gets his hands off the mat.
It's funny because this is the same position that the Oklahoma State coaches wanted stalling on Lezak in the last match. There's a little elevator attempt by Mitch, and he's able to get out and get his escape. So we're tied up 3-3, and we almost have an exactly tied match because Mitch only holds a 3-second advantage in the riding time, 2.9 seconds.
He's able to get away. I mean, it wasn't all that difficult for him. You got to figure the coach is going to put him down third period, right?
I would think so. You'd have to get ridden for a minute 4 for the riding time to matter. You'd hope he could get out before then. Stalemate's going to be called right before the end of this period, so 1.6 seconds left to clean up the second. That loud buzzer was the signal that the period was over. When you shoot after the buzzer, you're probably not going to get points. So it's
I don't
Mitch's
think
choice.
you get points. It was a nice double.
It was great. It helps when the guy's not currently defended.
Yep.
So Mitch going to take bottom in the third. He's getting set here.
Crowd really getting behind him.
I want to see these guys back on their feet.
I know it.
Mitch's got to just kind of, work to his feet again. That was where he was able to get away last time. And this tight waist claw by Cade Brock is
just a very
There's
controlled.
so much pressure forward on the hands right now on Mitch. He's going to try and roll out.
That was awesome.
Gets his hips moving. He's up and out. Cade still looks fresh. He's moving pretty good. There's that long double attempt, the left-hand underhook. This is where we talked about with Mitch. If he's going to win this match, he's got to be here. Left-hand underhook is very, very good position.
I'd like to see him use this. Get his hips in, push it around a little bit,
when these two
open something up.
These two met at the U23s this summer. That was how Mitch took him down twice.
Twice, yeah.
Can't be reaching like that. Can't be biting on those fakes. He's got to keep his hands down because Cade has an advantage when it comes to the speed. He's going to try and duck underneath of it. Mitch trying to run corner on this.
And for as explosive as this match has been, you can tell these guys know each other very well.
Yeah.
I mean, they're almost tit for tat. They're expecting what the other guy's going to do. Still doesn't mean that it's
long
any
attempt
less
by
electric.
Mitch.
Wow.
Cade's got that near leg right now. Just trying to pull.
Oh boy. Wow.
No points yet.
No points.
Now it should be two. Takedown for Mitch McKee. Now he's got a cross wrist.
Beautiful.
He's got a cross wrist. He's trying to ride this tough.
Just
38
a
seconds to
beautiful
go.
throw by.
Here comes a little half attempt at a roll by Cade Brock.
Looks like Brock might be out of gas a little bit. He's
still scrapping pretty
He's scrapping.
good.
He's scrapping. He's still scrapping.
That wasn't his best roll.
Big win, it looks like, coming down the way for McKee.
There's still 12 seconds
Still
to go.
12. Still 12.
6-3 lead for
We're
Mitch
not calling
McKee.
it yet. But it looks like Brock is out of gas.
Mitch trying to keep that foot on. The crowd's letting him know how they appreciate it.
Crowd loves it.
Mitch gets his first win in college over Cade Brock. These two, man, that was awesome. I can't wait to watch those two wrestle again. I hope we get to see it, an NCAA tournament. I think it's the next time we'll see the Cowboys. But,
yeah,
man, that was a phenomenal performance by both guys.
That was an amazing match.
Yes.
That was everything we hoped it would be and more. Positions that you just don't see at any other time when those guys wrestle. It's crazy.
Yep.
I mean, they just absolutely go at it.
So with the win, Gophers pick up 3 team points now, trailing the duel 6-3 as we move to 149 pounds. For Minnesota, it's Tommy Thorne. For Oklahoma State, they're going to have a different guy than they had last night. They had Boo Llewellyn in there last night. Unfortunately, it sounds like I'd heard he either broke his wrist or his hand or his arm. Something got broke.
Yep.
Out in South Dakota State against Henry Pohlmeyer. But fortunately, they have probably the best backup in the country at 149 pounds in Caden Feller. This guy would start for almost every single team in the country.
Yep. And he's in right away.
Yep.
Didn't waste any time getting in on the leg of Tommy Thorne here.
Working on stepping over. Tommy's got to watch that leg coming in or little limp arm out. And that's a takedown right away for Caden Feller. And Tommy's able to get up and out right away for a 1-point escape.
But no reaction time. Good call by the referee. That was definitely a takedown.
Feller trying to climb up into a 2-on-1 here. Tommy wearing a pretty sizable brace on that knee.
Yep.
We found out he did tear his ACL last year in the season and wrestled out the rest of the season with it, and then had surgery in the offseason, get it corrected.
Did you ever wrestle with a brace?
I did not. I tore my ACL my junior year.
Yep.
Never wore a brace. I didn't like it. It felt too bulky.
Yeah, that's what I was going at.
Yeah. I wore a knee pad in practice one time, and I hated that. I wore it a couple matches, but really was not a fan of it.
Got to wonder if kind of bugs Tommy a little bit wearing the brace out there, if he's just gotten used to it, protecting that knee.
My dad had always told me knee pads slowed me down. That's why, for some reason, he got in my head.
Yeah.
So I just always believed that if I wore a knee pad, I was going to be slower.
It's kind of amazing because your game was all built on speed, too. So that's,
yeah, I know. Slowest guy in the country. That's why I couldn't sacrifice any speed.
That's exactly right.
They had so little.
You're already at a deficit. You couldn't go any less.
Feller's doing a good job here, kind of in and out, moving his hands. Tommy's fighting for position. We got 50 seconds to go. Again, you know, man, every step forward for your Feller. He's doing an awesome job of
controlling the middle.
Yep.
Great position too. As soon as he breaks the tie, it's just hands right back. Yep, hands right back down, working up to his tie again.
Mat check and right back into the positions he wants to be in. Do you think those are custom-made Nikes for Oklahoma State, those shoes?
I think there's a strong possibility that that is the case. They're a good-looking shoe.
Do you think I'd be faster if I wore one of those?
With the shoes, no knee pad, I think is about as
That's
fast
my
as
max.
you could. Yep,
okay.
As about as fast as you could go.
Tommy's going to start on top. Must have deferred, and Feller took bottom. So Tommy Thorne in top position right away, trying to slip a leg in, but Feller's got it caught. He's going two arms underneath it.
He's got both
right
arms
now.
underneath it now, so.
He's working his way out a little bit here.
Typically, top guy, all you're holding on for here is like a stalemate, but it doesn't look like
he's not going to get
that's going to happen.
Quick reversal by Feller. He's working on that cross wrist right away. Near side wrist.
He's got the wrist. He's got it. I think he's got it out.
Yeah.
But Tommy's working back.
This ride, you remember, like Kellen Russell was really, really good right here. And this was the ride he was always, he was known for.
Just hanging on to that near wrist and just keeping
so much pressure
forward.
Like there's just so little a bottom guy can do unless he can work his wrist free like that. He's able to limp it wrist
just
free.
a quick limp. Yep. And when you do ride that high, if the guy's able to
limp it out,
he's out, which we just saw.
So Tommy's up and out. It's a 4-2 lead now for Caden Feller. He's got 11 seconds of riding time.
Haven't really seen Tommy initiate anything yet. I haven't seen him, even fake to a shot. It doesn't seem like. It's just kind of hard hand fighting, and then like to see him. And yep, there it is.
Now the tide is changing a little bit. Now a little bit more. The steps for Tommy have kind of been forward as opposed to the whole first period. Caden Feller just kind of dominated the ties and where the action was going.
Got to think he's a little jacked up though. This is his first start,
and it's a great opportunity for him too.
Yep.
It's
established guy, national qualifier. I mean, it's.
Tommy's choice. He's going to go down in the third. 11 seconds of riding time right now for Caden Feller. Tommy's trying to work on it, but again, right away to that near wrist. Into a crab ride position now, and Tommy's just trying to peel hands.
Got the hands. He's got the hands separated.
44 seconds of riding time for Caden Feller. He keeps doing a good job of pulling Tommy back.
And that's the frustrating part of the crab ride. It's like you feel like
Tommy's out with 57 seconds of riding time.
Just in the nick.
1:11 to go. 4-3 lead right now for Caden Feller. Tommy Thorne's got to find a way to get a takedown or somehow earn a point. So far, he hasn't been able to get to the legs.
You got to think he's got something he's brewing up. Something he's got to get to.
Good hard snap to clear the tie. Breaking the action. 44 seconds to go. Gophers need a takedown.
Feller just looking to stay in good position, which he is. He's keeping his hands down
in the center.
Just the way that he's tying up, it doesn't look like he's going to initiate anything. He's wrestling really defensively. No stall call, so he's wrestling smart. Tommy's going to have to really push the action.
It's a long shot by Tommy, but he's able to climb up. Now a leg pass by Feller. This is going to tie up a lot of time here.
Tough to score from this position, too.
Right. And Feller's able to roll underneath. Now he's got Tommy in a tough spot. He's got a takedown. He's getting near fall points, and he's close.
Very close.
Time's going to run out. He's going to get another 2 near fall. That's going to make it an 8-3 plus the riding time is a 9-3 win for Caden Feller. It's an impressive performance for the guy who gets his opportunity. That's 3 more team points for Oklahoma State. That's a 9-3 lead now for Oklahoma State after 4 matches.
John Smith fired up about that match, too. He thought they got 4 near fall, which I don't disagree with.
Would have got a major.
That would have been a major. That would have been a big one.
He's voicing his opinion right now, and the ref just decided to, I'm going to turn the other way. Moving up to 157 pounds, it'll be Andrew Shomers for Oklahoma State. Andrew, I saw it just broke into the rankings at number 20. For Minnesota, it's going to be the man with the club, Steve Blythe.
That is a heck of a club.
Yeah, it sounds like, from what I was told, Steve had a hand injury in the Air Force duel. They're probably going to have, from what I'm hearing, surgery on it on Monday, get it fixed, but Steve said, I want to go. So plan is he's gonna get the surgery. Should be a quick fix. They were thinking about 6 weeks, and then after that, come back. But he said there's no reason why we can't tape this thing up, and I'll go at it.
He'll be out that 6 week. They won't put the club on him again.
No, 6 weeks out. Club. I hope he comes back with the club at least one more time after this. Schomer's in deep on a leg, and Blythe's doing just a really good job of hip pressure right now.
Keeping his hips in.
Hips squared, head and chest up, but Schomer's trying to cut that corner.
Just stepped out of it, too. Schomer's trying to cut the corner. Blees stepped out of it a couple times. Schomer's got it locked up now.
Blythe's got to be aware of a limp arm here, and that's how he's going to finish this thing. He's trying to get both legs behind now and really open that leg up. And Steve's got to keep that whizzer and wait towards the head of Schomer's, keep Schomer's head on the mat. And that's how he's going to stop it. And a quick stalemate's called. And man, the Oklahoma State coaches are not happy with that. And he was just about ready to finish that one.
What was potentially dangerous there? The knee?
Okay.
The knee?
I don't know. Long high C, left-handed high C for Steve Blythe, but man, Schomer's with a quick scramble position, and he's able to come out on top. It's just a long left-handed high crotch there for Steve. He's going to have to, I think, get a little bit closer on that one. It's just
he got to it.
He got to the leg, but he just had himself so extended that he wasn't able to, work on coming up and finishing right away. It looks like Schomer's going to ride legs. He wants to be in this position where he's leg in, pulling guys back. Schomer's is a junior out of New York. He had a fall last night against South Dakota State. He's riding these legs tough, man. He's putting a lot of pressure on the lower back of Steve Blythe.
Yep. Chris Perry over here calling for stalling. You got to wonder if with that club down there, if fighting hands is all about what you got to do to get off the bottom.
Yeah.
Wonder if he's a little.
Schomer's got a cross wrist roll here. He's trying to go with it, and time's going to run out. Man, he was close there.
Very close. That was almost over.
The Oklahoma State's choice. He's going to go down. As we start this second period, minute 32 of riding, 2-0 lead for Andrew Schomers.
Blythe just cuts him loose.
Looks like Andrew was a transfer in from Edinburgh. He's getting into this position. This is where he finished last time, and Steve's got to he can't let him cut that corner. He's got to keep him in front. You're going to see here, right, the right leg of Schomer's going to try and step over and hook that leg real soon. He's trying to step it over, and Steve's doing a good job of trying to keep it away. Now, Steve's got to stay whizzer wrist here in this position. He's got to keep that leg in between them and stay whizzer wrist. And Schomer's, you can see there, he's trying to step that leg between. There he goes. You just stayed whizzer wrist.
Just stayed
basic.
on it. Yep.
Eventually, Schomer's going to get tired, and he's going to try and switch off to a double. That's when we pull that hand up. Good job by Steve Blythe there fighting that.
That's exactly what you want to do there. Just basic, just stay basic, whizzer wrist. Pull it up when the opportunity's there.
And that's hard on the guy, too. I mean, that wears on your arms pretty quick.
Must have been up there, what, 15, 20 seconds?
Yep.
That's a lot of energy.
Good hard club there from the non-club by Steve Blythe. Steve tried that little underhook throw by that Mitch was successful with.
10 seconds left. You want to see something get initiated here.
A stall warning on Steve.
First warning, Minnesota Steve Blythe.
Okay. Steve wants to go neutral. So it's 3-0 right now, lead for Andrew Schomers. Steve's going to take neutral. He's got 1:27 of riding time. Oklahoma State does, that is. Steve's going to have to kind of get it going. Right away after I said that, he's in on a leg.
Yep.
He's trying to work up to the body, and he's good here. Steve Blythe is really good with his underhooks. There's a stall warning on
easy call
on Schomers. Yeah, and that's the definition of the rule book right there.
Yep.
But the thing that I don't like is Steve kind of pushed him out of the bounds to get to his stall call, but that's his best position.
Right.
You know, you just gave up your best position. Why not try to stay in there and wrestle from it?
Yep.
Instead of just kind of pushing. Now all of a sudden Schomers is back on a leg here where he's already finished once, and he's again trying to see how he's trying to snake that right hand down on the leg. That's going to allow him to run that corner.
And all he had to give up was a stall call to get back to a better position.
Which he had one to burn.
Tons of people chirping on Twitter about just making collegiate wrestling like freestyle, right?
With the push out.
With the push out. Which I think I don't see why it would be such a bad thing.
It definitely changes wrestling because then he has to stay in there and wrestle. Now takedowns become a lot more easy, and there's that long left-handed high C by Steve, but he's able to finish this time. That's a takedown. I don't know about cutting him right away because he's got to have to knock off some riding time. But Gopher staff decided they wanted to cut him right away, and again, Schomers, credit to him, he's back on that leg again where he's been. Steve's got to stuff this head.
I'd like to see him kind of step across and get to that outside leg, stuff the head down. 27
seconds to go, and Schomers has 1:24 riding time. So essentially, in 3 seconds, riding time's locked up. So it'll be a 3-point lead all of a sudden. That's kind of what I was talking about when I said that, you know, do you want to ride for a little bit?
He's got it. Wow.
Steve Blythe got a takedown. He's getting near fall. This place is going nuts.
Club, no club, going for the fall.
It's tough to cradle with a club. He's pumped up.
Wow. And he's hollering right now. Teammates love it. Coaches love it. Crowd loves it.
That's the way you finish a match right there.
That's a heck of a win for Steve Blythe.
Great job by Steve finding a way when it looked like he was in a tough spot. And credit to him.
Wow.
Awesome job there by Steve Blythe to get the win. I don't know. Right now, Chandler Rogers is out on the mat. I thought we would have an intermission, but unless Chandler didn't get the memo.
He knows. I don't think he knows there's an intermission.
He
He's ready to go.
He's the 6th weight now. He wasn't aware that
he's ready to go. He has got a doozy
of a mustache.
Oh, it's incredible.
Oh my gosh.
That's
the lip broom.
He's about men's health.
Great job by Steve Blythe finding a way to come back and get that win. And right now the team score shows 8-6. So I don't know if Oklahoma State lost a team point or what happened there. I'm going to try and use this intermission here. I'm also going to figure out what is going on with the cowboy hat on the mat. And then I'm going to find out why it's 8-6 right now instead of 9-6. Oklahoma State must have been deducted a team point. But either way, Steve Blythe with 3 crucial team points for the Gophers. We are heading into the break at either 8-6 or 9-6. We'll be back after the intermission. I'm Mac Ryder. It's Gordon Biershank. Thanks for tuning in to Big Ten Network. Okay, we are back here on the campus, University of Minnesota. I am Mac Ryder with Gordon Biershank. We're on the call, Big Ten Network. I did get some clarification on the scoring issue. Oklahoma State is at 8 points. They were deducted a team point in that situation, 133 pounds, where, John and Zach, they were just trying to get a challenge called. I'm not sure. I guess they were told they couldn't challenge him.
They're just maybe a little too fired up about getting the challenge.
I think both of them were out onto the mat, and I think if they had approached it differently and maybe coming to the head table from the side, they probably don't lose a team point.
Now, explain to me, Mac, what's the reasoning? Why couldn't they challenge that call?
I don't know. I'm not sure why it wasn't available, and neither guy has the bricks.
I saw the bricks out before we started. They were sitting up here at the front table, and now I don't see them anymore. They must maybe replay isn't available or something like that for this match. I don't know what the deal with that is.
I'm disappointed too because I always appreciate a good brick toss.
Yeah.
And you know what? If I'm being completely honest, Zach was motioning it with
he wanted it.
He was an underhand motion though, which if you get the opportunity to challenge, you go overhand throw.
I mean, he might have motioned it with an underhand, but I'm fairly confident based on his level of fire. Had he had a brick, it's coming out like a Clayton Kershaw.
It was going to buzz the tower.
Heater. I mean, it probably is going to the Minnesota bench all the way across the mat. I mean, just based on the fire level.
The ref's going to see it in his peripherals as it just zooms by.
Exactly. I mean, most wrestlers kind of have like a, I don't know, it's not the greatest throwing motion all the time, but I think Espo, he's probably good.
He's an athlete.
Yep.
All right. We're moving on. 165 pounds now. Chandler Rogers gets to wrestle. He was ready 10 minutes ago before the intermission.
He still looks ready.
He does.
And that mustache still looks magnificent.
I knew you were going to go there. I was going to try and tee you up, but you just couldn't wait.
I can't wait.
You had to get it in.
You see a stash like that, you gotta give it the proper notoriety.
Just a phenomenal job by Chandler. And, he's dropping down from 74, so you think with a mustache like that, that's probably a couple tenths he could have shaved, but he's willing to make the sacrifices. I'll cut the extra 2 tenths just so that I can keep this awesome
This
mustache.
needs to be on my face. I'll work out an extra 10 minutes.
Yeah. For Minnesota, it is going to be Carson Brolsma. He's getting a chance to wrestle here in front of the home Gopher crowd.
And we like this kid.
Big fan of Carson Brolsma.
Just a grinder. Just ground his way into the lineup and has just gotten tougher and tougher and tougher. The coaches love this guy. Chandler Rogers loves getting to his leg right off the bat.
Chandler Rogers he's going to be fun to watch because there is a good chance that somebody's feet are going to be flying through the air.
Somebody's getting chucked. Brolsman's not a huge thrower, I don't think.
No, he's a little more technical, a little more shot-based wrestler, but Chandler will make anybody come up her body.
I watched all of his matches from NCAAs last year while I was prepping for this match, and he is so fun to watch.
Yes.
I mean, he is just trying to put people in bad spots on their back, mostly from their feet.
Why do I just take you down and then try to turn you? I can just take you straight to your back.
It's fun to watch.
Chandler, that's twice now he's gotten to this 2-on-1, and he was close. You can see he's climbing up that left arm of Steve, and Chandler's using his right leg to try to kick up the leg. He's really wanted to be into that 2-on-1 position so far. Steve's going to have to watch that.
Just your ear-to-ear collar tie right here.
This is how cauliflower ear is born.
Yep, there's not a lot getting going. There's not a lot getting done in this tie.
Steve's got a hard circle right now. He's at the edge. He's in kind of that danger zone, and ref's going to save him there with that stalemate call. I don't think he wanted to call stalling on, that out of bounds position. I don't think any ref really wants to be forced into that call. So he kind of used that opportunity to let's go stalemate in that collar tie. Long shot by by Carson Brolsma, and he misses it. And Chandler's around behind him.
No takedown
Nothing
yet, though.
Now the knee hit, and that's 2 right away. So Chandler Rogers with a 2-0 lead now over Carson Brolsma.
Bad shot by Brolsma.
Yep, that was just too long. I mean, he's going to have to get closer.
And didn't get out of it right away. If you're going to take a bad shot, you got to feel the bad shot, circle out, and before the guy has a chance to set up his short offense, and that's exactly. I mean, Chandler just got right to his front headlock, and I mean, he was almost behind Brolsma before he knew what happened.
And he really, especially in the first period, you can't take that long shot. In the third period, maybe if the guy's getting a little more tired, there's a little bit more margin for error. But right now, a fresh Chandler Rogers is going to score on you more often than not there when you take that shot.
And he's riding tough right now. He's got a lot. He's got Brolsma's weight out on his hands or on his head. He's really pushing him forward. Short time for Brolsma. Looks like he's going to end the period down there.
Good job riding out there by Chandler Rogers. He's got 104 riding time. It's 2-0 lead for him. Minnesota's choice in the 6th match of the duel. He's going to defer over to Oklahoma State. He's going to go down to start the second period. Get a chance for Carson to wrestle in the top position.
Chandler looks big.
Yes, he does. He's a full-size 165-pounder.
He looks big.
And Brolsma's step back and reach
and
back.
Brolsma's a big 65 pound. I mean, he's put together, but Chandler looks especially strong.
There's that 2-on-1 to the left arm of Carson Brolsma again. And there he's trying to kick that foot up. This is where he's, that was the whole first period was where he was going to it. Carson's got to try to create a little more action, but you got to be careful because Chandler Rogers can put you on your back from a lot of positions. So, a byproduct of creating all more action is he's just a chance he could expose himself. Good hard overtie snap. Yep. Man, you're seeing that more and more after Kyle Snyder, Jason Nov,
that
overtie snap.
Yep.
Those two guys have just dominated NCAA wrestling with that over the last 3-4 years, and you're gonna see it's we learn from what works.
Yep. You got to think Carson, with seeing that snap go so well, if he gets Chandler to collar tie again, maybe see him take it a step further, snap, and then look to score.
Again, Chandler Rogers trying to get to that left hand 2-on-1. We got to watch hands to face here. The NCAA, the refs are really kind of making a big deal about that one this year. You can't be hands to the face is a big one.
They're going to give you the finger wag.
Slap the wrist away.
Slap the wrist, finger wag.
Nothing better than watching two Eastern Bloc guys just going finger lock.
That's one thing from international wrestling that I'd like to see brought to NCAA is
the refs laying their hands on the wrestlers.
Yep. I just want to see finger wags and slapping hands. Yep.
Quick takedown there by Chandler Rogers as we were debating officiating. A 5-0 lead now for Chandler Rogers after the second.
And Chandler definitely in the driver's seat here.
Yep, he's got a 5-0 lead, 105 of riding time. Carson's going to start this third period on the bottom position.
Ooh.
He's trying to go assassin.
Assassin. Oh, boy.
The ref was counting. And I think he was wrong in counting for that stall call there.
Yep.
And Chris Perry's definitely letting him know right now that that's not that side headlock that is you have to turn in 5 seconds with. Carson's able to get out to his feet.
Chandler with a quick look at the scoreboard. He's thinking bonus points here. He's got the ride time in place for now. 4-point advantage. He's back in on the legs. Brolsma with some good defense. Stepping across. He's got to look to roll through here.
Rogers trying to get his hips in. He's going to finish this takedown. Now it's a 7-1 lead with riding time, makes it 8-1. He's going to need another takedown if he wants to get the major.
He's looking for that assassin again.
Yes, he is. And we got to remember, Chandler Rogers is a 2-time defending All-American. I mean, senior year, he is a tough wrestler.
He's a big boy.
Carson's, wrestling one of the best 65-pounders in the country right now, and I know he's probably, there's a stall warning on Brolsma, but they're going to say no takedown yet because Carson hadn't come up yet.
Carson being strategic about him getting up.
Now he gets the escape point and right
just
away.
Just right to short offense.
Rogers gets front headlock, pulls him down, go behind.
And he's just kind of overwhelmed Brolsma in that short offensive position. Brolsma really has not had an answer for it the whole match.
Carson's got to get one in the next 5 seconds to save the major. It just doesn't look like he's going to be able to do it. So a 10-2 win with the riding time point for Chandler Rogers. That's a major decision for Oklahoma State. That's going to make it 12-6 now, the team score after 6 matches.
Looked impressive at 65.
He's if he can hold that weight and wrestle as effective as he just did there, he's going to be a tough 65.
And is that right? Is he not ranked?
Well, he
just came down.
Yeah, just coming down now. So he is going to be ranked definitely the next time.
Yep.
Everybody updates their 65-pound rankings.
He's tough. I like watching him wrestle.
Oh yeah.
He's exciting. I love that he was just trying to get all sideways on Brolsma, going for that assassin.
Moving up now to 174 pounds for Oklahoma State. It's Jacoby Smith. For Minnesota, recently transferred in Devin Skatska. Skatska out of Indiana, or wrestled for Indiana, is out of Michigan originally.
A couple guys that are really put together.
Yeah.
Both of them very physically impressive.
Yeah, Jacoby Smith might be on the all-jack team.
Jack him up. There it is. All-jack team just trying to jack up some doubles. And is that right about Jacoby Smith, too? Is he not ranked?
Well, he wrestled at 84, so he's coming down as well, I believe.
Got him in the air. Ooh.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Jacoby Smith gets a double leg and puts
he's got
danger hard.
Oklahoma State coaches hate it. They thought they got some near fall there.
Only, I guess, one call.
Just one swipe. To be fair, the referee has been very stingy with his swipes.
Just a little slow
tonight.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully Skatska learned from the last time we were in this position. So Jacoby Smith is a returning All-American.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I don't see a ranking by
Well,
his
he was
name.
number 11 at 84 last year.
84.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's down now.
So both of those guys came down. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Another impressive takedown.
Jacoby was also a two-time JUCO national champion. Little stat there from the truck, the information truck, fed it to me.
The van?
Yeah.
Working for this Turk here. Got to elevate that leg, but doesn't look like Skatska's going to let him do it.
Yeah, Skatska's got to crawl forward here, trying to get his knees back, but Jacoby doing a good job of keeping that hip pressure in there.
Yep. Working for that wrist tilt. Does he have the arm underneath? Nope. Jacoby doing a good job staying busy on top. Skatska's got 20 seconds. Jacoby already with the riding time advantage at 120.
Something that's kind of interesting to me about the Oklahoma State team, too, is Jacoby Smith is now the fifth guy out of 7 guys in their lineup from Oklahoma, which, I know Oklahoma wrestling has been good for a while at the high school level. They put together some pretty good, junior national dual teams and performances up in Fargo at junior nationals. But, it's just putting together one of the top teams in the country with a majority of your guys from one state just doesn't happen that often. And they still got
Muskogee.
Yeah, they still got Derek White to go, who's a heavyweight. So they got 6 guys in their starting lineup right now are from the state of Oklahoma.
Okie from Muskogee.
Jacoby.
Skatska's
he's
riding
these
tough
legs
right
tough.
now. Has he got that bar? Yeah, well, he's got the bar in. There you go.
That far side, but it wasn't in.
Yeah, it wasn't in all the way.
He was comfortable with it, and he's trying to cast those hips across, and Jacoby Smith kind of spins out of it.
Yeah,
his leg out, but
just
right
kind of
away,
bailed out.
Right away, Skatska to that other side,
he's
slips it back
tough.
in.
Look at this.
He's been hanging out with Lezak.
Yeah, seriously.
Now
Jacoby's
he's
got the toe, and he's
does a
in
good
trouble.
job, leg slip there. Captures that foot, lifts it up, throws it off the top of the back.
Put himself in a little danger, but at the same time grabbed that instep and was able to throw it off. It's a nice reversal by Smith.
Minute left now in the second. Riding time up over a minute again for Jacoby Smith. He leads 6-1 in this one right now. He's just got that far wrist wrapped on the back right now.
And he's been tough on top. Skatska's going to have to really work to get out. Not much he can do with his arm on his back, though. He got it back. There we go. And with the way that Jacoby is riding, I got a feeling that all those muscles are not for show, because he looks pretty sticky on this ride. He's not giving Skatska a lot of room to move down there.
So it's going to be Minnesota's choice here. Coach Eggum's telling Skats go neutral. It's a 6-1 lead right now for Jacoby Smith, and he has 1:58 of riding time. So he's in control right now this match. Devin's got to get going. Quick underhook right now for Jacoby, and just a little headlock attempt by Skatska, but it wasn't there. And
not sure why he didn't go whizzer. He was over it, but he still looked like he could get that whizzer in and at
Jacoby
least
looks like
defend it a
he's
little
feeling
bit.
pretty good right now. And
he's got a lot of.
Skatska's stepping pretty heavy.
He's got a lot of bounce. Just kind of a bailout shot there that Jacoby almost snapped him into, but he's going to get it.
Jacoby is able to work around behind another takedown, so it's 10-2, and riding time's up over 2 minutes. That's guaranteed now. Well, almost. Now it's officially guaranteed riding time, so it's essentially now a 9-point lead for Jacoby Smith.
Looks like Jacoby's cruising for a major here. It doesn't appear that Skatska has very much in the way of energy left.
Yeah. Yeah, Jacoby's just, man, he's riding hard right now.
Just riding the heck out of him.
Yeah,
He's done it all match.
Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't let Skatska out when he didn't want to the entire match.
Right.
Skatska has not escaped or really scored at all.
Outside of his 2 escape points
Yeah.
that were maybe more conceded. 18 seconds to go.
He's tough. I mean, we're talking about a returning
All-American.
All-American.
Coming down a weight.
Yep. He really fills out the weight as well.
Yeah. Great job there by Jacoby Smith. He's going to get another major decision for Oklahoma State. That's 4 more team points. That's going to make it 16-6 in favor of Oklahoma State.
A very complete match there by Jacoby Smith. Just controlled it from whistle to whistle.
All right, moving up now to 184 pounds for Minnesota. It's going to be Owen Webster. For Oklahoma State, Dakota Gear is going to get a chance to wrestle for Oklahoma State here today. I've heard rumblings that there's a chance this might be JoJo later on in the year. I don't know.
He's here. He's on the bench.
JoJo's on the bench.
He's got his sneakers on, though.
With the team.
Yeah.
Dressed in the warm-up. It's crazy to me that JoJo Smith is not in a lineup right now. Maybe there's an injury reason for why he's not in the lineup, but God, he is so good.
Yep. Especially after redshirting last year.
Mm-hmm.
And so he wrestled 57 2 years ago, right?
He did, yes.
And he was what, blood round?
He was an All-American.
Was he an All-American?
Yep.
Are you sure?
2 years ago? At one point he was.
At one point? Well.
Yeah, I believe he's a 2-time All-American now.
Oh, that's right. I remember that story.
So Owen Webster, for you guys, a lot of Minnesota fans have maybe seen Owen growing up here in the state of Minnesota. I've spent a lot of time with Owen, coaching him through Pinnacle over the years, and he's going to have to get to his underhooks, and that's where Owen's really, really good when he can get to his underhooks, get to his 2-on-1s. Right here, that right arm, he's got to get that elbow higher. Right now, that elbow's pointing into the mat, and it's just not an effective underhook.
What does he like to do out of the underhook?
Throw him.
Throw?
He's got a good hip toss.
Yeah.
Good nearby single, too. Nice snap there by Dakota
That was
Gear.
nice.
The one thing I worry a little bit about with Owen right now, and still early, is where we at as far as conditioning.
Yep.
And this pace right now has been 100 miles an hour.
Yeah. It's not characteristic of this matchup historically, but I feel like Okie State's had much bigger gas tanks
so far. Nice
so far.
Misdirection run behind by Owen. He's under both arms. He is behind both arms, but they're going to say we're out of bounds. Man, the length on Dakota Gear. He is a tall drink of water. Now Dakota working on underhooks, and Owen's able to fight out of it. Nice little shot there by Dakota Gear.
Very nice.
Going to finish that one. For
kept
the
his
first
head
takedown of
kept
the
his
match.
head right on the knee.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly where you want to be if you're going to shoot that low single.
Judging by the length of Dakota Gear, I don't think we want to be under here.
No. You think he's a cradler?
Cradler or legger is going to be a very safe bet.
Something. He's got to use that length some way.
Traditionally, Oklahoma State always been very, very good riders too. So.
Near wrist, near ankle. Pretty safe ride.
Dakota Gear is a sophomore out of Pennsylvania originally. So he transferred in from Edinburgh as well. So
oh,
we've got 3 former Edinburgh wrestlers in this duel. wonder if they all got together to hang out.
I was just about to ask that. I wonder if they're all friends. Met up before the match.
Minnesota decides to defer with their choice. Oklahoma State's going to start down in the second period. 58 seconds of riding time for Gear. He really was in control there on the top position. So, Owen, I think we're going to have to watch our positioning. A caution, the first caution now on Oklahoma State of the evening.
First caution, Cowboys Gear.
Gear's coming off a 12-9 win last night in the South Dakota State match. Right back on the leg after the escape for Dakota Gear. That's just
got his
awesome
head back inside.
Finishes on that one.
Finished the same way he did on the last one. Long shot too. I mean, he shot that from
He's got
satellite
that length,
distance.
and I mean, he was so quick
Yeah.
off of the escape that I think Owen really kind of set himself up for being able to defend it. That's the first stall warning now on Owen Webster in the bottom position.
Gear has been busy. He's been just on him the whole time,
he's
just
working
looking
hard in the
busy.
top position.
Keeping Owen on the defensive. He hasn't been able to really do anything because Gear's just been after him.
See, this position to me is kind of, I don't like it in the sense that like nothing's going to happen
Right
there.
Like the ref should just blow that. And
Right,
just
just
bring it
kind
back
of blow him out.
Yeah.
And I get that 1 foot's still in the cylinder, but nothing's happening other than time winding down. As soon as Gear feels like he's in trouble, he just moves his foot out. And
Right.
now we're out of bounds.
Yep.
There's the first kind of movement from Owen, but right away, far side chop from Gear using his length, and he's got Owen back flat on his belly again.
Hit him again. Got him again.
So after that second stall warning now on Owen, it's 6-0 lead for Dakota Gear. 2:07 of riding time now already. I don't think Minnesota's going to put Owen on the bottom in the third period.
I would hope not.
We could make another one of those I choose down videos.
Whew. 2:30 ride time. He's not. I mean, he's not. It's not like he's put him in trouble. I mean, it's not. It's not like he's riding. But he's. I mean, he looks busy. He's definitely riding tough.
So we got a leak. Big O sprung a leak out of the nose. We get that cleaned up. Gonna be his choice when we come back into the third period. For the Gopher fans, we had just an awesome event last night. We had did a gala, a fundraising gala. The new facilities, the new wrestling rooms. They're hoping to get in this week, and along with that, we're trying to raise some money for a new locker room. And so we hosted an event at a country club just outside of this metro here a little bit. And,
Yep.
Tony Dungy came into town to speak at it. It was just a really fun night getting together with everybody to kind of
Sounded like you guys had just a terrific time.
Yeah, no, I definitely had a good time.
Yep. That's a cool event. I'm
Yes.
looking forward to that one in the future
Absolutely.
years. This is the first one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Owen's got to get busy here on the feet, and this is not the position we want to be in.
Dakota's just back on that leg.
Just using the length is a huge advantage, and he's using it to his credit. Man,
Owen
he's
hasn't had an
finding a way.
answer for it.
No,
That's for sure.
he's just going to come around behind now and get another takedown. 1:26 left in this one. 8-0 lead for Dakota Gear. He's already got 2:35 of riding time, so
And
that's
just
locked up.
Right back on that ankle. Right back on that ankle near wrist. Just trying to step over it. Man, has he been busy. He's just...
It is an active ride, that's
yeah,
for sure.
just hadn't stopped moving.
To answer your question, it looks like he wants to be a cradler.
I know. I
that
keep
near
thinking
ankle
he's gonna
blanket
cross it.
ride.
Yep,
You'd think
exactly. I don't think that Owen's giving it to him, though. I mean, I think you got to post that arm pretty heavy for that.
And we are now 40 seconds away from the third major decision in a row for Oklahoma State to start the second half of this duel.
Not exactly the second half start that the
and it was a
Gophers
duel that,
were hoping for.
when you go into intermission at 8-6, you're feeling pretty good.
Right.
That's a very good scenario for Minnesota, and then you come out and give up majors at the first three it's just not not the way you want to go at it.
I mean, but if there's a
silver lining, you're wrestling great wrestlers.
Yep. And this is the part of the lineup for Minnesota that you're going to expect that sort of thing happens. And it just so happens that Oklahoma State has really solid, tough guys at those weights. They're a good team. They're up and down the lineup. We haven't seen a guy go out there yet and look flat or look,
No, there's not a lot of holes in this lineup, especially when they're all healthy. And I say when they're all healthy because right now for Oklahoma State, they're sending out Andrew Marsden at 197 pounds. Preston Weigel's typically the starter for them. He is out due to injury, so Andrew Marsden getting a chance to come out there. And for Minnesota, we're going to the Crone Zone.
Crone Zone.
It was we weren't sure we were going to see Dylan Anderson or Brandon Crone, and the answer.
White shoes, black socks. Let's go.
There's that over tie snap we talked a little bit about earlier, and right away Crone trying to climb up to a 2-on-1. 20-6 lead for Oklahoma State in the duel, so they will, barring any more unsportsmanlike penalties, they will get the win here today. 2 matches to go and a couple fun ones, especially the one that we're, everybody's waiting on for the next match. Yeah. Crone giving up a serious size advantage. I think he could be a 74-pounder if he really wanted to be. But he's one of those guys where he wrestles his best when he feels good. And when he's on full feed. And
he is bigger. I mean, he looks like he's filled into the weight a little bit. I'd be curious to see what he tipped the scales at. See
if I can get our hands on some weigh-in sheets.
Yeah.
A little foot sweep. I like Marsden trying to step in here and double overs.
Oh, this is
something could happen here real soon.
Crone's usually a guy that'll mix it up that way too.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's just not feeling as confident with the obvious size difference.
Nice thing about Crone too is he's got a whole paragraph tattooed on the side of his right calf.
I wonder what it says.
Has to be good, I bet.
Yep. Motivational, inspirational.
Definitely inspirational. Crone trying to stay away a little bit and use some angles, and Marsden's like, get over here.
He wants those overs.
Crone's trying to change levels and get to a leg, but just can't get his legs or his arms free.
He looks like a guy that's going to just fall to his side, and he's not going to launch it. It's just going to be like one of those tip deals where he just kind of falls over and then
ends up on top.
Yep.
Well, arm drag almost. And
that was
there
nice.
Changes elevation.
Oh,
trying to run through it, but those hips
got the
are
seatbelt.
Big.
Those are big hips. It's going to be a lot of energy to
that's taking a lot out of the arms right now there.
Power through those hips.
He needs to just bail off that leg.
This is a bail.
Get out of the position.
Definitely a bail situation. Circle out, just get to a safe spot.
Oh, boy. 34 seconds to go in the first period. Again, Marsden's just trying to jack him up.
Doubles.
Jack
him up.
I mean, Crone needs to. He can't attack high on the leg. He's just, the size is just too much. And right there, again, he tried to go high up on that thigh. If he's going to have any success on his shots,
it's got to be outside, right?
It's got to be either an angle or it's got to be low. He's going to have to get on an ankle. But trying to attack the thigh of Austin Marsden, it's not a good recipe.
Yeah.
Deep breaths. We're going to get Oklahoma State's choice, and they're going to defer. Crone's going to go down.
I feel like there's going to be some big points scored in this match at some point. Like, this isn't going to end 1-1 overtime, right?
Caution on Marsden. His first.
Couple knee slides.
Just a lot of weight forward, man. All of his weight is out in front right now, and there's a lot on that hand. You can see him just kind of using his hip there to try and knock the hand free.
Yep.
Or bump that hand forward. The truck is radioing in. They're telling me that Marsden's go-to move from the top is going to be a spladle.
Oh.
And he is setting it up.
He wants it.
We are on the way to a spladle possibly.
Oh, man, I just hope it. That's never a good look for anybody.
Nobody wants to be there.
No. It looks like Crone had the same scouting report that you had pre-match, because
maybe the
he
truck
wanted
radioed to him.
He wanted zero to do with Marsden slipping that leg in.
A stall warning now on Austin Marsden for that top position.
$15 seconds for Crone to.
So looks like he's gonna get a ride out now. It'll be 2 minutes of riding time for Marsden. Now Crone is pretty good on top.
Yeah, we've seen him.
I mean,
that's the Crone zone.
The Crone zone. So
this is
Marsden
the Crone
just
zone.
put himself into the Crone zone.
Voluntarily put himself into the. I don't think he might not know about the Crone zone.
Didn't get the scouting report.
Crone likes to pull people back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pull him into his lap.
Yeah, he's gonna ride legs. He's gonna try
Here
and
it is.
sit him down here. Now Marsden, good job to his feet.
Solid mat return there.
Now he's going to try and stretch him out once he's got the legs in.
There he is. He's riding now. Marsden so far doing a good job keeping his weight back and not letting Crone stretch him.
Crone, you can see he's putting a lot of pressure forward here. Marsden's got a foot. Now he's trying to slip that foot.
Textbook. He's in good shape.
Yep. That's a perfect job slipping that leg.
Oh. Crone's trying to
hang on, but
do
Marsden
here.
is getting very close to slipping out the back door.
Is he trying to slip under that leg? Funk?
Does he?
Is he trying to leg cradle?
He's going to get a stalemate there.
I did not a single chance that he wasn't getting reserved first there.
Just clamped down super hard.
It's pretty remarkable. It's a good job. Good job working for the stalemate there.
1:10 left. Riding time obviously at 1:10 as well. Working its way down. Still 0-0 match. Marsden back to his feet. Good mat return by Crone, and he's trying to slip that leg in, but Marsden gets underneath of it.
Now they're gonna should get a stall call here.
But was the leg in before he stood up, though? That's the question: is did Crone have that leg in before Marsden stood up? Because if that's the case, like. So Crone's trying to let him go.
I don't like that call.
Crone wanted to let him go, and Marsden's like, I'm just going to sit here with your leg because I got no point in – I'm just going to hang out here all day. And so stall point against Crone. Crone immediately then says, well, let's go to our feet because I need a takedown.
And he looks a little more committed here. He knows he's got to score.
22 seconds to go in the third period.
Too
2-0 lead right now for Austin Marsden. Sorry, Andrew Marsden, brother of Austin. There's a good shot by Crone, but he's got 10 seconds to finish this. He can't quite hook that ankle.
Yeah. Marsden's got him pretty well tied up
3
here.
seconds.
He's just hanging on.
Time's going to run out there, and Andrew Marsden's going to get a 2-0 win.
Crowd hates it.
Crowd's not a fan, but that's 3 team points for Oklahoma State, and that makes it 23-6 now in favor of the Cowboys as we move to our heavyweight match.
Mac, I got to be honest. I hate it. I don't like that call. Esposito did not care for Marsden throwing his headgear.
It was a good toss.
Throw. It was like a toss. It was an underhand.
Okay, we're going to heavyweight.
Here we go.
Derek White's taking the mat for Oklahoma State, and everything we've been told
they got
is
the lights going again.
Oh, boy. We're going to really pump this thing up. Now, I was hoping he would come out. I've seen this on Twitter, and I love the idea. He comes out wearing a red shirt and then just shreds it.
Really?
It would be awesome.
I could only be so lucky.
We did not get that lucky.
Here he is.
Comes out wearing the singlet. The fans are pumped. This is it. This is the guy that we've all been waiting for.
That's a true freshman, Mac.
I didn't look like that as a true freshman.
I don't think I've ever looked like that.
Now, Derek White is, as you know, like we said, is a great wrestler. He's ranked number 3 in the country. He's an All-American. He is strong as the day is long.
Very similar body types.
Yes.
Actually.
Both extremely athletic.
Yep. We've seen both of these guys do some really unheavyweight stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nice slide by.
Good hard snap by
Wow.
Gable. He's trying to run the corner. He's on the leg.
He wants it.
He's got Derek White down to his back. He's got Derek White in a lot of trouble right now.
He was decked for a second there.
Yes, he was. And that's going to be 4
Wow.
near fall for Gable Stevenson. This place is.
You think the fans like that?
You think he's going to blow the doors off this place?
Oh, boy. Welcome to NCAA Wrestling, Gable Stevenson. Here's the number 3 guy in the country. Why don't you just take him down and put him on his back?
So we go out of bounds. Gable's still in that top position. 6-0 lead, 27 seconds of riding time. And this is where I think Gable, he's pretty good on top too, which, a lot of heavyweights don't ride all that often. And Gable's, he's good up here. He's just all around, he's mean. More than anything, like he's going to compete. He's going to give you everything he's got.
Well, everything that we said about Dayton Fix could also be said about Gable. I mean, which is remarkable.
Yes.
For 2 guys, Gable's a true freshman, Dayton's a redshirt, but I mean, to 2 guys that could potentially be talked about that way coming in together, that's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Gable going to cut him loose. He's got riding time up to 1:09 now. 6-1 lead for him with 1:02 left in this first period.
I want to see some fireworks again.
The fans were very appreciative of that first exchange. This place might have gone, we might have lost the roof if he had gotten a fall.
Mm-hmm.
So you saw, there's where Gable's going to be good, is his angles. He doesn't necessarily need to shoot under a guy. He's so fast,
Yep.
and he's got such great lateral movement that if he can use his hands and create some motion, and that's how he was able to get to the leg of Derek White the first time, was that, just an outstanding angle, and then he's not attacking the full body.
And no trouble with the horsepower problem. I mean, that leg was up in a flash.
The kid's got some strength. Now we're trading getting a little extracurricular with
Mr. White did not like that.
I think his pinky's out. His pinky is currently dislocated.
Ooh. Yikes.
We're going to maybe tune away as he puts this thing back in.
That doesn't. Oh, he's shaking. That's not.
His pinky is still out of place.
Yikes.
Oh, boy. Take all the time you need, man. Get that thing back in there.
That was ugly.
Yes. Not a fan.
Did you eat recently?
No. I skipped lunch, fortunately, so we're good.
That's probably a good thing at this point.
Yes.
Still working on him. He does not seem to be
I tell you what, man,
a big fan of this.
the Oklahoma State, they're going to be ready to get home.
Yeah.
They've had just a brutal road trip here coming with that South Dakota State, losing Boo Llewellyn for, hopefully not too long. I mean,
Yep.
Boo's he's a great wrestler. And it's kind of, obviously Caden stepped in and did well in his place, but
Mm-hmm.
just it's way too early in the season, man. We don't need to see injuries.
Yeah.
Looks like they got it back in, and he's kind of flexing it out a little bit.
Gonna throw some tape on it.
So it'll be Gable's choice. He's going to have his choice now when we come out of it. It's only 2 seconds, though, left in the period. So it looks like he's going to go neutral. Oh, he wants to go down. He's going to go down, see if he can get an escape in 2.5 seconds. I don't know why he wouldn't, I guess.
Granby?
And that's going to be a caution on Gable. We lost a half second. That might be vital. It's not going to matter, so you can ride him out in the end of that period. So 6-1 now. It is Minnesota's choice. He's taking down. Gable's going down right away. 6-1 lead, 106 a riding time. Hopefully Gable still has that same sense of urgency getting to his feet. He's going to get up there. He's going to cut him loose. So it's 7-1 now. Gable Stevenson leads 58 seconds riding time. Again, we want to see Gable use those hands, get some angles, use his speed. And Mr. White didn't like that one, and
No.
that one had something behind it, and probably not necessary.
Just pulls so hard. Just, I mean, everything's just great anticipation of another one.
Yep, another good hard snap. Just completely taking Derek White off of his feet and down to the mat.
That's a big man to do that too.
Uh-huh. I don't know what Derek White deadlifts, but I would guess
Oh, man.
it is a large number.
More than me and you.
Combined.
Yep. I was just going to say that. To be fair, Gable probably does the same thing.
Yeah. 46 seconds to go in the second. Gable's doing the Muhammad Ali little scissor step.
30 seconds in the period.
I like it. That's not something we see very often
No, you don't.
in these parts. And I'm not entirely sure that's going to be well received by the coaching staff, but it's fun.
Yeah, they got a chuckle out of the audience.
Like to see him try to shift to a short offense there.
Yeah.
I mean, White was pretty quick back out, but it looked like there was an opportunity for Gable to, hold a front headlock and
7-1. Gable leads. Derek White's going to take bottom in the third. 58 seconds of riding time right now. Gable's showing. Okay, I was thinking he's showing optional, but no, he's going to go traditional start. Derek White, good job up to his feet right away.
that riding time ticked over to
Just over a minute, and Chris Berry didn't
1
like
minute.
it.
Yeah.
Another good hard snap by Gable.
You'd like to see Gable get one more, right?
Yes,
get one more takedown.
Because, you can easily say, right, there was a 6-point exchange to start the match, and after that now it's a 2-1 lead for White. And granted, one of those escape points came because he was down.
You don't want White to come out of this match saying, hey, it was just one big move. That,
you just got to build on leads.
Yep. One more takedown here in the third would solidify White walking away and saying, man, that guy just kind of handled me.
1 minute period.
I think Gable is just kind of trying to get him coming to him a little bit.
Man, these guys are athletic.
Gable's hand fighting a little bit here, and Derek White's close, been trying to, get a hold of him, but he just hasn't been able to. 8 seconds to go.
Gable just moves so well. Calling for the crowd.
It's going to be an 8-2 win for Gable Steveson.
His house. Gable's house.